Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are working in my October Creative Daily Journal for the third week. Third week, and I am going to grab my little tab. That's why I put those tabs on there. And flip to, right? Third week, yes. Oof, you guys. The brain's a little numb, not gonna lie. All right, so I took my boyfriend to Yummy Bowl this day. Yes, we went to a Yummy Bowl again. It's fine. I took him to Yummy Bowl to celebrate his new job. Okay, and then we went, oh my God, we went everywhere, you guys. We went everywhere looking for, see, at Target, he had to wear khakis or jeans during the winter, or shorts. Like, he could wear shorts too if he really wanted to, but then once again they had to be khaki shorts. They couldn't be anything else. Okay, but here at his new job, he can wear whatever he wants because he's actually the boss and is going to end up making the dress code eventually, so he can wear whatever he wants. But so he's been really wanting to wear why can't I think, cargo joggers. That way there's enough pockets for his phone, the keys for every place that he needs keys for, and stuff like that. So we went everywhere. Okay, JCPenney, Boscov's, finally to Kohl's. You want to talk about how hard it is to find cargo joggers that he liked? Because I don't blame him. Some of the fabric on some of these things were absolutely disgusting. Like, I don't blame him for not wanting some of them. Some of them, the pockets weren't deep enough for his phone. And as a girly, and if you're a girly, you know pockets are the bane of our existence. I just wanted to laugh and be like, yeah, that's what our pockets are like. But I didn't. I refrained. So it was kind of hard to find him what he wanted, but we ended up finding him two or three pair. I believe we ended up finding him. Oh, a pair of jeans, because his jeans from work, from walking up and down. Also, let's talk about it. He got the woman problem of the thighs blowing out of his jeans because all he did at Target was walk up and down ladders. So all that friction blew out his thighs of his jeans. So he had no jeans left. So we got him a pair of jeans and 2 pairs of joggers. But oh my God, it was just it was so long of a process to find what he wanted. We got home. I ended up taking an hour nap. This was the day after my colonoscopy. I was completely wrecked, you guys. I made chicken cutlets for dinner, Rita's style. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you should go look it up. They're the best way to make chicken cutlets. And that makes everybody happy. And then the boyfriend went with the kid to Sheetz. Listen, the kid needed gas. This is only the second time he's had to get gas. And I don't think he's comfortable getting gas yet. Or he didn't want to go alone. I don't know. He doesn't like driving. So the boyfriend went with. And it was only the third time that he's ever driven in the dark. Like, how crazy is that? I'm just hoping eventually, like, he gets a little bit better at driving. It's just nothing. There's nothing on there. That is blank. Blank. Let's put a little ghost there. I want to try to use up every freaking chipboard piece. Why are you not coming out? All right. Alrighty. This day I talked to my aunt about her Thanksgiving cards. She wanted journals to match her Thanksgiving cards, but only 6 of them, 15 cards, which I totally misunderstood the whole conversation. I should pay more attention, you guys. So there's that. Okay. Here I was talking about the boyfriend was at work when this guy shows up looking for donations for a basket social, a church basket social. And he texts me a picture of the form and he's like, is this the guy you know? I'm like, yes, it is. It's one of my brothers. Used to be friends with my brother, but I've known him since like I was in junior high. And I love him so much and I miss him so much. I haven't talked to him in years. And I was saying in this little thing that I don't have many regrets, you guys, because everything you do leads to something else, right? So every choice you make has an outcome. And that outcome, for better or for worse, makes you who you are, gives you things that you may need or want. Like, I can't ever regret marrying my ex-husband, even though our marriage sucked and our time together sucked. I can't regret marrying him because it gave me my son, and I would hate not having my child. But the one thing I do regret is not keeping in touch with certain people, and he is one of them. I really do regret not keeping in touch with certain people. But other than that, I can't have regrets, you guys, because you just can't. Why is this? Okay, there was a little piece of glue clogging. Dried glue bit that was clogging my tip. Hey. That's private journaling. This was the 15th, 17th. So I have stuff to go in here. I got a lot of stuff done on this day. Oh my God. So I had to ink every piece of these journals that my aunt wanted made. Now, I didn't record it because it's an Etsy kit that she found. She wanted me to put together. I made cards using it, so you'll see next month the card video. But this is the cat. You can barely see him. He scared the crap out of me. He was hiding. He was sleeping under my kids' covers. And when I went in to vacuum his room, I was cleaning up his clothes off the floor to vacuum and grabbed a sock from the bed and then lifted up the cover to see if there was more socks on the bed, and the cat was there. I jumped a mile. Anyway, so I didn't record making these journals because it's somebody else's kit. However, so I was able to just like relax upstairs, watch TV and work on it. All the inking I had to do killed my arm. My arm was so sore from all the inking. Okay. Oh, and then, the boyfriend didn't work till 7 o'clock this day. Till the place he works at closes at 1 a.m. on a Friday and Saturday. But he had a 12-hour day on Saturday. So he was set to work at 7 so he wouldn't have too much overtime. So, yeah. I vacuumed, mopped, did a lot of laundry, made a roast chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy peas, stovetop because I was in the mood. And another recipe from my grandmother's recipe box. It was 7-layer cookies. They were very easy. They were good, but... Oh, and this is the day, you guys. So I was in the kitchen doing something, and my son came out to make fries, I think. And he comes out, and he's like, Mom, Pop is like, can't walk. He's hobbling and can't walk down the hallway with his cane. He doesn't want my help. I was like, oh my God, freaking for real. So I go in and there is a walker in our closet folded up just for these moments. So I open the closet, unfold the walker, and he goes, I don't need that. I said, yes, you goddamn do. Yes, you do, I said. So he made it into the bathroom, left, and then used the walker to get back to his room. And then I found him sitting in the walker because it's one of those that also are a seat. And then I told my kid, I'm like, if you see this again, just pull the walker out for him and make him use the walker. Like, seriously, old man, you don't need to be, oh, I don't need that. Yeah, you obviously need it. Just use the walker. It's like, ha, the kid ratted you out. I don't know if he thought he'd get away with it. I would have heard the cane smack in the ground eventually. Okay, so this was Saturday, so it was just me and my dad. We went to Olive Garden is where we went for food. Was this the 17th? Yes. So now we're on the 18th. We went to Olive Garden. The boyfriend had another 12-hour day. Had a 12-hour day today. And then he had another one the next day. I felt so bad for him. Let's see. Here's a picture of the dog sleeping away, snoring so loudly. Okay. So my boyfriend was, I'm working 24 hours out of the next 48 hours. Me, wah, wah, wah. Suck it up, bud. I said, that's what happens when you're the manager. And then he got 3 days off because he has to work 12 hours every Saturday. So he got 3 days off to make up for it. Okay. Oh, I watched The Perfect Neighbor. Have you guys watched The Perfect Neighbor? Fucking people, man. And I read 2 books, worked on my cross stitch. I also, I believe on this day, finished off the journals. I had one thing left of my journals, of those journals I had to do, so I finished it. Finished it then. I need to make her a planner, and then I'm done. And on here, I said to my boyfriend, I said, I realized something today. And he's like, what? I'm like, well, we've been together almost 11 years. And I said, today I realized that I'm the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning, because you text me immediately when you wake up in the morning. I said, you must really love me. He goes, no shit. And he said, yes, I am the first thing he texts when he gets up. He doesn't even get out of bed yet. But yeah, he goes, no shit. All right. The boyfriend wasn't here on this day, which really throws the whole day off. He came at night because this was Sunday. And then he stays here with me for his days off. So he got here very late Sunday night. But he did stop, grabbed an energy drink, and dropped off his stuff, and then went off to work. Sammy got a bath. This is what happens after Sammy gets a bath. It started the moment he got here and we adopted him. I gave him a bath and shaved him that first day because he was in rough shape. He's a long-haired dachshund, but he was in rough shape. So I shaved him and gave him a bath, and then I wrapped him up in a towel and cuddled with him. So now every time he gets a bath, he wants to be wrapped up in a towel and cuddled with. So he got a haircut and a bath on this day. Let's see. I took a 40-minute nap. You guys, I'm still so tired. I have a doctor's appointment next week. I will bring this up with her. But I took a 40-minute nap and then wanted to take another nap at 7 o'clock at night. Okay, where was I? I had to stop and got distracted. I got distracted and had to stop. I paused because I got distracted. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, so I realized something. I don't know if I've talked about this. My hair has been falling out in clumps, you guys. It's been bad. And this whole time I thought it was just a symptom of perimenopause. That's all I thought it was. I was in the shower the other night and I was like, something popped into my head that in the end of March, I had to get my license picture retaken, right? I had skipped during COVID, so it was time to get my picture retaken. And my boyfriend keeps making fun of my picture because my hair is so poofy in this picture because I didn't pull it back. I usually wear my hair pulled back, but I didn't pull it back that morning, and my hair was so poofy. If I'm ashamed of it, I would show you guys, but literally, A, it's upstairs, and B, I'm ashamed of it. It's bad. I don't actually care, but whatever. And I thought the end of March, my hair, I was not having this problem. I'm like, so obviously something happened after that. And I look up and I see my shampoo bottle huge bottle of shampoo, half gone. And I went, could it be my shampoo? So when I got out of the shower, I Googled it, and it suggested, all I had typed in was the name of the shampoo, and it suggested makes my hair fall out. So yeah, there are posts on Reddit, posts and posts and posts of people saying that this shampoo made their hair fall out. So I stopped using it. I threw it right in the garbage, and the only thing, I don't keep backups of shampoo. Thank God I didn't have a backup of that shampoo. I didn't even really like the shampoo, but I still had a half a bottle, and it was a big bottle. So I was determined to finish it. Even though I didn't like it, I was determined to finish it. So my dad he had like a bottle of Head and Shoulders or something that I grabbed, but yeah. And since I stopped using that shampoo, my hair, like, it was so bad that my hands would be covered with hair when I shampooed. That the amount of hair on the drain was big clump. When I brushed my hair, the amount of hair that came out in the brush, it was bad. And since I stopped using that shampoo, I haven't had a problem. Nope. Haven't had a problem. Okay. I just have this paper bag from one of the stores we went to, so I'm going to cut it down and make it into a pocket. So we ran some errands. This was Monday. We ran some errands. We had to go to UPS for 3 Amazon returns. 1 return for my dad and 2 for the boyfriend. So we went there, and then the one we go to is right next to a Target, the boyfriend's old Target. So we went there because I wanted to grab my kid's last Christmas present. I got him everything for Christmas, and there was one thing left I needed to get him, and that was a new air fryer. And they had a Gourmet, which he really likes, the one he has now. That's the type he has now. Air fryer, an 8-quart for $50 on sale. So I was like, all right, let's just go grab that. That's a really great price, and then I don't have to worry about Christmas gifts for him. He's done. So we went over there, and yes, you guys, the amount of air fryers we have gone through in this house is actually insane. But my son's, the French fries he prefers, ruins air fryers. So every 2 years he gets a new air fryer for Christmas. So he didn't get one last year, so he was due this year. So I got him his air fryer, and then we were going to grocery outlet, and I said, well, we could stop at Ollie's. So we stopped at Ollie's, and they had their $1 craft table was full, you guys. They keep getting more stuff in, and I asked the woman, I'm like, are you getting more stuff in? She's like, yeah, we get more stuff in constantly. We're still getting it in. So I got some more stuff. Okay, and then my kid ordered, that's private journaling. My kid ordered shirts. He went on a website and ordered shirts. And I have to tell you, I was like, okay, because he's like, Mom, I just want to tell you, I have shirts coming. I was like, oh, okay. You do you, boo. It's your money. I'm going to crap what you do. I said, just make sure that you're not buying it for some weird ass site. That's all I ask, okay? You don't want your credit card stolen, anything like that. Try to use PayPal as much as you can. And if they don't take PayPal, I'd move on. Like, that's just me. But he got these stickers. They came then on this day. And then he got these stickers in, and I stole one. All right. So what did I do? Oh. There was a whole thing about dinner. What's for dinner? I was originally going to make ravioli bake, which I've been making for like 20 plus years. That's what I was originally going to make. But I didn't have everything we needed. And we went to an Aldi, and the Aldi was packed, and I wasn't getting in line. So I ended up pulling out frozen chili, which made everybody happy. and just heated up chili I had frozen. And then we just watched Taskmaster. Oh, and my kid came home with a sore throat. He actually called off yesterday. All right. And look at that. Look, I had my colonoscopy a week ago yesterday. Look at how bad. That woman really screwed up my IV, you guys. It hurts still. It hurts. There used to be a lump there. And look how bruised it is after freaking over a week already. Yeah, I think she really, when she put my, it really hurt when she put it in. And now I know it's not like comfortable when you put an IV in, but it's never been that painful. Never. It's never hurt that bad. And as somebody who has to get blood taken out of their hand a lot because my veins are shy and hide, I'm kind of used to that pain. Doesn't really bother me, but that really hurt. We got cakesters at the grocery outlet. They're delicious. All right, we took Sammy to the vet this day. So Sammy had to go to the vet. And I asked when we got there he needed a nail trim. I asked when we got there if she could, it's the vet tech we always have. She's very sweet. If she could weigh him for us because we switched out his food, and I was just curious to know if he's lost any weight, right? So she's like, yeah, no problem. I'll weigh him for you. She comes back out and she's like, bad news. He gained weight. And I'm like, what? How is that possible? She's like, I don't know. She's like, the only thing I could think is that he was weighed wrong the last time. She's like, but yeah, he's gained weight. And she said to me, she's like, but honestly, she said, I could tell he lost weight. He looks like he's lost weight. And when I lifted him up, he's definitely lighter than the last time. She's like, so he's definitely lost weight. And then she said to me that because of the Cushing's, because he has Cushing's disease, and because of the Cushing's, it's going to be very difficult for him to lose weight, and he might not lose any weight. It's going to be very difficult. And on top of that, Cushing's also makes dogs super thirsty and very hungry. And he's a dachshund, so he's already very hungry. Like, dachshunds are ruled by food. He's already hungry. And he's on steroids for his claptrachea, so he's even more hungry. So he might not, I think she was basically saying he might not lose weight, but you're doing the best that you can. And we're doing the best that we can. His favorite snack is freeze-dried apples. Like, do you know how many calories are in a freeze-dried apple? None. I mean, there are, but you know what I mean? Like, it's very little amount of calories. We're doing the best that we can with this poor puppy, but we can only do so much. So that was my week. It was a really long week. Now that I look back at it, we did a lot because the boyfriend's like days off were weird. Like, he had 4 days off during this period of time. He had 4 days off. That's bizarre in a week. That doesn't happen. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.